All right, welcome in, builders. Send me your energy. Combining that with the power of God and anime, hopefully we will be able to finish our campaign here. Huge thanks to Droog. He was able to get the turn to roll over one time. And we're playing off that file, so nothing's changed. This is just the save state after the turn 49 rolled over, so we're on 150 here. I also submitted our save to Vic, who is the developer, and he did confirm whatever the bug is, and there's a chance that there's a fix in the open beta. I'm a little leery about changing versions mid-game, so hopefully we just won't encounter the bug again. And if we do, then I'll try to update to the open beta, and we'll see if we can use that to roll the turn that gets stuck. Droog was able to play a few turns here, so hopefully that's not going to be an issue for us. Whatever the AI was trying to do, hopefully they're not going to try to do it again. But we'll try to carry on. So here's hoping that we can get it done, because I would be really disappointed if that is not the case. If game sounds are off, I did do a reinstall of my game just to make sure that that wasn't, contributing factor or anything. So if music is loud or quiet, or combat is loud or quiet, please let me know. Did it crash him too? It did crash Droog. He was able to roll the turn one time on a brand new Windows install with a brand new Shadow Empire, but then he said he tried to do it a second time and it wouldn't work. So, like I said, the power of God and anime wants us to finish this series. So here's hoping. Here's hoping. Like I said, we have one out. We will try the beta branch if we do get the crash again. But if it happens another time, we'll just have to call it and we'll move on to our next series and give Shadow Empire a patch before we come back to it. So here's hoping. Last time around, we didn't get that much done, weirdly enough. We only got to the halfway point of stream before we ran into that issue. But the essential thought is the green that we were fighting is almost dead. You have to kill every last hex for some reason. So if you look here, he's got this little protrusion to technically finish him off, but I don't think he has anything. Maybe he has a unit down there, maybe, but I don't think he has a town or anything. So he's essentially dead. We are at war with this green, who appears to, he had 3 towns, but I think he recently maybe lost this one to brown. I can't quite tell on this map who owns that, but he may only have 2 towns left, and we are right next to this one, and we are right next to that one. So we might actually end him relatively quickly. That would give us a lot of open space, which is actually kind of bad because I'm gonna have to have logistics to get out there and claim it, and we don't have any logistics over here at all. Basically, we have some tiny roads. I kind of need another gas station somewhere in this neighborhood, or maybe slightly up there. We'll see what we can do about that. And then of course Brown is by far, Mason is by far and away the leader right now. He's at 47.4. We're at 36.4. Now, in order to win, you have to be above 50 and 25 victory points ahead of your second place person. So we are solidly within that 25. So he's not going to be able to win without beating me down at least. And every point I take away from him will give us a point. So this will actually swing relatively, quote unquote, relatively quickly if we do get to do that war. So how come Lower Green never colonizes West? I don't know. I don't see the AI often making good new cities, what I call gas stations. Most of the time, they just take the miners, and if they happen to accidentally into something, they'll do it. So it also could just be I've never had enough intel on him. So there could be more cities out there that I just don't know about. That is distinctly possible. I have really struggled this game to be able to have enough PP to be spamming spies like I normally would. So yeah, hopefully we played the Xeno diplomacy card. Is that true? Yes. Okay. And then hopefully we have enough to play the big one this turn. Yes. Okay. Hopefully we can do our Xeno diplomacy. That was our big thing we were working on last time. Yeah. Also, just like yesterday, man, I must have absolutely murdered my voice on Friday because all day today it has not been friendly with me. So if I go quiet for a second, I'm just sipping on tea here pretty aggressively. Other than that, let's hop on in here. Bashir Franklin, welcome on in, man. Good to see you. Okay, let's do this. We have our meeting with the aliens. Let's actually do this first. So these are the northern aliens by my capital. It's this crew right here. So we're at 72 relation. I want to butter them up this turn and try to integrate them next turn. So that's the goal here. So we could give them some credits. We could give them some tech. I don't want to ask them to join me. And we need 90 PP to do a big ceremony. I don't think I can save that amount. Well, maybe. Okay, so I'm going to give them tech, something I normally never do because I've had instances where I've given tech to aliens and then they attack me with my own tech. And their chassis, as it were, is just so much better than a human. They are ridiculous to deal with. So hopefully this won't come back and bite me, but it's very cheap and I'm out of money. So I'm going to give them tech. 10 more relation. I kind of wish that had taken us up to 100. 82. I'm worried about that. Our spies in Mason Republic found info. We're giving it to the armed church. Enact super wealth tax. Oh, you know it's good because it has the word super in it. On the initiative of the Equality Party, the Senate is holding a vote whether to enact super wealth tax. It's only fair that those with the most revenue pay the higher tax. Increases tax revenue. However, it's also only fair they pay taxes over their SSF holdings. 20% most wealthy leaders get -2 relations per turn. That's gonna hurt. Wealth is taxed an extra 3% as well on any asset. 7% of remaining BP or a minimal cost of 63. So I can't get the Equality Party to say no. I could forbid. So these are going to be depending on how we want to influence this. I can't spend the PP. I really can't if we're going to go for the aliens. So we may just have to let this one go through for now. What, again, these laws keep coming at the absolute most inopportune moments. And I don't think I have a way to sort by the most wealthy. E-info, don't think wealth. I guess we could look at social standing. Oh, no, we do. Wealth game, and social standing. Okay, so if we sort that, our top 30%, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Okay, 15 per page, so 30, 45, 60. So we have about 70 leaders. So the top 3%, it's going to be 3 or less, right? So that would be like the top 3 people would be right here. So Chunk, literally my secretary. Tell me you're corrupt without telling me you're corrupt. Dude I don't pay, who is apparently the most wealthy person in my nation. Daniel and Moores. Okay, that's not the worst ever. Let's also add... I want to know what your... That's not it. I want your relations. No, I guess I already have them on here. So your neutral relations is 90, 96, 100, and 100. Okay, this wouldn't be the worst thing ever. How can he have so much wealth with no stealing? He's been here since turn 1. Yeah, at least to our knowledge, he has no corruption. I don't know. He has definitely invested well. Let's put it that way. He's an oligarch. I mean, he's giving Blasterbot 107 patronage. I wonder if this is additive and not per turn. Because that's crazy if that's per turn. Yeah, I mean, he doesn't really even have anything bad here, so that's why I haven't done anything to him. He's suspicious as all get out, but I guess he's okay. All right, we're just gonna have to let that law go through. I don't think I can do anything if I want to save those political points. Let's hope that doesn't come back and kill me. Applied science. Okay, last time around we had thought about changing this. We are... Yeah, we're at 47 conventional gun optimization. We should probably change that. Let me give him a call. Let's do a research. Ooh, that's... was that kind of loud to you guys? That was a little loud for me. Okay, so we have 48 points in conventional gun optimization. I believe that's tanks. We should probably do small arms. Yeah, let's do small arms. Okay, I still feel like that's a little loud. Let me go into sound. Like I said, I reinstalled the game just to make sure that wasn't the problem. So my settings have been refreshed. And unfortunately, I didn't think to take a screenshot of my settings before I did that. All right, order of battle authorization. I don't care about either of these particularly, so you could just keep working. Applied science council task. No changes there either. Okay, we got a bunch of decisions to run through. Man, you guys are gonna drain so much of my political points. No, the +1 was the last time we leveled it up. Those techs are, applied science are linear techs that cost exponentially more as you go up. So last turn we were able to get a +1 to that. It would take us for freaking ever. We gained 1 research point. Yeah, so you want to do some amount of these, but you don't want to stay there forever because this is costing literally exponentially more than what we started with. So you want to rotate those through. A demigod in Latharis ruins. Okay, that is one of the cities we captured in the south over here. I'm kind of having to remind myself because we had a weird stop yesterday. City is having quite a few problems. I see that it has multiple agricultures. That is not stellar. I don't mind if they have one, but I don't want you to have multiples. Where's this other one? Scav furnace that's not doing anything. Let's close that. Metal mine has metal. Okay, that's one. Where's the second one? That's a farmstead. Why are you showing me two? Agriculture, agriculture. Well, you're the worst of the two. Oh, just south of this thing. Okay, well, we will get rid of the worst of the two. I definitely do not want to have multiple farms in the same city. They need way, way, way too many workers. Way, way, way too many workers. Okay, so they are having a demigod. All right, this is Kevin Hindershot. All right, Kevin, you got this. Convince the population that he is a fraud. Oratory roll. Critical failure. Somehow I managed to insult the people and even more people fell under the spell. Couldn't you have just accidentally killed the wrong person? That would have been less painful. Food theft in Doggertown. All right, this is Edius is our governor over there. That's our newest town. This one's gonna have problems for a long time. Having Brown literally on the border is not good. That's gonna be problems for freaking ever. All right, investigate who it was. Critical failure. I killed the wrong guy. Tradition around here. A walkout agitator. All right, who's the agitator? Johnny Dukes.
Aye, aye, sir.
Critical failure. Arrested and accidentally killed the wrong guy. Classic. Classic. Sabotage in a bingy. Bingy. I gotta remind myself, where's a bingy? Over here. A bingy. Okay. Bingy recently captured. All right, who's our saboteur? Failure. You didn't even kill anybody? Are you even trying? Ancient weapon triggered in amalgam ruins. Excavation works caused a sand-covered hidden AI weapon system to trigger. Although the robot's not fully functional and is immobile, it's causing huge destruction in a radius around it. Casualties are mounting very quickly as I speak. Can I count on you to minimize the damage? Okay.
Aye, sir.
84 plus 50 plus 14. Critical success. Okay, well, that's something at least. Marauders in Lithoris Ruins. You have my full support. Just a normal failure. Man, Ruins are going to be so screwed. A rogue doctor. We do not want rogue doctors. Let's close this lab by force. Success, covert ops role. This is what I mean by having really good governors is so important. Governors use like every skill. You know, sometimes it's rarely, but man, when you need it, you need it. Excellent. We do not need him releasing a plague or mutants or some horrible thing. Vagrants threatened by posse. Okay, posse in black market. Why are you guys so much trouble, black market? Sir, some small groups of weak barbarian vagrants are camping and scavenging around the outskirts of Black Market. Civilians claim they threaten security. They're organizing a posse and are eager to hunt them down. Bloodlust is in their eyes. Carnage looms for the vagrants. Prepare for some unrest if you don't let them vent some steam on those poor souls. I'll tell you what. Let's just chase them away.
Understood.
No, let's not do anything we'd regret, eh? Okay. I really want to save my points so that we can play the big boy cards. So I need to play the Xeno Diplomat. Man, that takes us down to 0. There's no way we can have 90 points for the grand ceremony. That's just not happening. All right, well, we'll play the better card and we'll just hope that it works and be really sad if it doesn't. Hey, Abby, how's it going, man? Dude, Abby, so when we thought the save was dead, I was brushing myself up on 6 Ages. You were one of the first people in the 6 Ages chat, and you said something about, oh, this is really early. Classic Abby. Did the game live? Well, Droog was able to get the turn to roll over, and there might be a fix on the beta branch from Vic. So right now we're playing with the mainline branch, Droog save, and if it crashes, we'll try the beta branch. So I'm hoping. Yes, blessed indeed. We called on the power of God in anime to hopefully see us through here. Okay. Starting in the west, we were deploying forces. Yeah, there, I think. All right, just building a picket. I probably would like another unit here, but we're moving a lot of things around, and obviously I'm not going to recruit it this turn. Man, I did also want to get a medium group pulled. Yeah, well, I can't, so moot point. Okay, here we are really close to being able to finish this guy off. Really close. What I would like to do is threaten a surround via these guys, or we could just take a chunk of this surround right here. I think that's really hard to say. What are you guys? Okay, just some more of that. Got it. All right, if I take this truck and I do that, and we take this truck and we do that. All right, we can build a temporary line. And then we have our tanks. Man, I wish we could have closed that noose. 1-to-1, really? That doesn't help. Okay, we might need to give them a turn. What about this? Okay, that's better. All right.
Let's go.
I gotta remind myself that these guys are really dug in.
Operation successful.
Good. Okay. I'm looking for that surround. We also could bang that guy. No, I'll take that. You hold there. We'll keep our leadership safe. Okay, Now, I want to keep pushing hard at this. We have 2 units of tanks there and 2 more up here. Don't think we're going to be able to do it this turn. Okay, hold on. Let's do some other... So, okay, if you went here... Okay, and then you're kind of turning that way. We have a different group of MGs over here. I just want to see what my front line looks like. I don't really have anything that can come through to cut them off, so I think we will just attack. I think we're going to set ourselves up to try next turn. Man, those odds. I don't love that. I like that more. There's a non-zero chance that we could do this, especially if I just pile all my tanks in. I have 1 scout unit. Okay, let's go grab our air recon. How are we looking here? You are not ready. Holy moly. You're okay. Okay, give me some air recon on these guys.
Birds are in the sky.
I need to build another set here. I think we must have lost one because I keep thinking we had 3 here. And we obviously only have 2. So I'm not 100% certain what happened there. Okay, so if you guys go in, 8-1 is what you're claiming. You wouldn't lie to me, would you?
All clear,
Okay,
sir.
good. We have been pushing that unit back for a while. Okay, and I'm gonna have these guys do that. I'm gonna pull these in. Along with the recon buggy. Oh, and the recon buggy can't go. Darn it. Okay, that's a little bit of a wrench. Okay, we'll bring the sealed road down. Oh, man. Okay. Well, it's not happening, but we're in position to hopefully hit it next turn. Okay, over here, I don't hate the idea of using my scout buggy. You say the odds are okay. Are you running a strat? You are. Okay, I don't want to attack with things running a strat. Our heavy charge Goss buggies are still pretty good. You have 3 planes in the north? Yeah, I do. I thought I had 3 here too, because 3 of them get me almost a 400 recon, which is why I keep thinking that's what I would have built. Because why wouldn't I have built that? I don't have an answer to that. Okay, here I don't really have enough units to cover, so I don't think we will. Okay, you did not get supply. You are not in a combat way. Kind of surprised we didn't get supply from there. Okay, let's try to fix that. I'm gonna run a road to there. And I think we're gonna pave that. Go ahead and pave that. Okay, yeah, he had a heavy tank here. Where did that go? That disappeared. Well, that's not ominous at all. Okay, bring that leadership up. Can I strat move you? Yeah, we have no strat points here. What's going on here? Are we having... Okay, this is what's going on here. We're having trouble supplying enough workers to our truck station. Let's do colonize as workers are 300. Right, and you're the one having a bajillion problems at the moment. We do have some troops stationed. We're gonna waddle with our guns. Okay, over here. God, you didn't get enough supplies either. Really want to keep pushing on these guys. It's not worth it. No, it's not worth it. Let's just chill for a turn. Losing a tank for that would be dumb. Okay, you come on over. Okay, despite the fact that we're kind of tired and we're not well supplied. Okay, good. This isn't sketchy at all. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Red buggy. Sorry, red buggy. Do your best. What was the bug that we ran into? Something was happening at the end of the turn process that just crashed me to desktop. No error message, no error log, just it would get to like 122 on the turn processing and would just flash me to desktop. So I don't have an explanation. I posted on Vic's Discord and he found the bug. He said he should have a fix in the next open beta, but I don't know if it's the one that's out now because he doesn't date the individual builds. So I don't know if one of the more recent ones he posted includes it or if that's coming up soon, quote unquote. That's the first crash I've ever had in Shadow Empires. Shadow Empires has never had any problems for me, so it was surprising. Okay, I think we're gonna try to thunder run this because it looks like that heavy tank's not here. I don't know where it went, but it's not here. Yeah, these guys are not ready to attack something this turn, so we won't do it. All right, now I need to be careful with our artillery. We'll bring it over here and we'll just hope he doesn't attack into that. Red, come on down. Red, come on down. We'll support that. Okay. So far, the DLC is fun. Yeah, I totally agree, man. I'm not even holding that against him. You know, it's whatever rare bug. It's fine. I have absolutely been enjoying the heck out of Republica. It's exactly the things I like, though. Managing assets, people, factions, the politics. So it is my bread and butter, basically. So if those are the type of things you like, you will definitely enjoy this DLC. All right, now with the foreknowledge, we have tried this attack before and it went really badly. Do I want to try it again? And I think the answer is yes. All right, do it.
Fire.
These are little Robo GR automaton bunkers, which apparently are dug in like stupidly well. Okay, we got another one killed. Yeah, I'm not attacking with those guys. Okay, we bumped into something here. Right, another neutral. I can't. They're Mercanteers. That actually isn't the worst to have as a neighbor. And those are unaligned. All right. All right, now we had a really complicated situation up here. So we were going to use yellow to try to fog bust. Can I? No? Can I pretty please? There we go. Alright, these green guys were heading to take up the new border position. Ooh, what are you? A non-aligned. Gross. Okay, here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the leader. Alright, we'll take group move. I don't think I need to be doing anything here. All right, we're gonna drive south. We're gonna really try to finish off this green guy before brown kicks off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and our leader. All right, we have the Soot Seekers. And I think the Soot Seekers are gonna come try to claim this other territory. So we will march them in. Yeah, you can see how many units we are getting out of here. All right, what is all this garbage? A random solar panel that's not being worked. An ice mine that has no ice. You are a working ice mine. Okay, I don't want... Okay, I'm already closing you. Okay, apparently that's the one I meant to keep open. I own another food dome. No, that's too many. Ice that's not connected via road. That's interesting. I'm already closing it. Ditto here too. Let's close that to try to get this zone closed out. I don't want it. Okay, you guys look like you are basically done. Yeah, and I said we were gonna get pink out of here. Yellow over there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the leader. Okay, good, good. I think the issue was a green unit. I'm not certain. I don't know whose turn it was, but it was definitely the AI doing something it wasn't supposed to be doing. I wish I had during the colonized gen to see where on the map you're starting, so make sure not to be next to 3 majors. Yeah, that'd be hard. I always play with spaced out on, but it's not perfect. It's definitely not perfect. Are you working on some solar upgrades for power? Yeah, our power is absolutely shreked. We are working on some solar. That is going to be a major priority. We also have nuclear tech. We have some here and some here, and I would like to mine that, but we're working on, yeah, a metal mine, and then I need a tier 2 truck station, maybe rail, and then we could do it. So we're just not in position to be able to mine it. We haven't found any in our own territory yet, our original territory, sadly enough. Okay, that's everyone's moves. Let's look at our construction report. Rockfort. Yep, built solar panels. Perfect. This area should be able to upgrade very, very high, so that's going to be their priority. Border Town did metal mining facility 3. Makes sense to me. Metal mine 1. Low availability with 1200. That's fine.
Yes.
Getting that metal out. Metal doesn't decay or anything, so once it's mine, it's mine. Worker apartments in a Bingi. Yeah, Bingi, you are never going to see airbase use. Let's just go ahead and close that. You have a truck station, and we just built you some apartments. You have a solar panel outside the town. This, I never build them like this until I'm absolutely desperate, but I also don't think I'm going to take it apart, so we'll just let that be. Okay, we're taking apart a bunch of those. Okay, so your barbarics, we really need quality of life here. We need like the basics everywhere at this point. So we will start with the barracks to try to help with bad events. Point Disappointment built a recycling facility 1. You have not built solar. Let's get solar in here.
Roger.
We are definitely in a bit of a way with that energy. And then West Ruins built Rail Station 1. Very, very nice. Okay, now we have rail support up to here. Very nice. I kind of want to immediately go up to Truck Station 2, but this also might be a good time to get quality of life. Let's get the quality of life first. Do you have anything? You have nothing. All right. When in doubt, I always build barracks first because that's security events. And we have a bit of fear and a bit of militancy. Okay, that's fine. What's that? We're building a dome farm. Okay, yep. Are you working some solar upgrades? Okay, I read that one. How many SHQs do we have? Just the one. I find multiple SHQs horrendously complicated because you can't... I don't want to say you can't. It's hard to auto move supplies between them. So if I built a second SHQ over in Vans, it would have its own collection of all this stuff. So unless I absolutely have to do it, I would prefer not to. Might sound hard, but I think you might need to merge the two small towns. We're gonna try. I'm not gonna do it when it has a 90% rebellion chance. That's just, yeah. We learned during the Oceania playthrough about zone mergers. We learned very painful lessons. We have this guy to get rid of, and we have that guy to get rid of. We could check in and see how we're doing, because it's free to look at the screen. So if we did this one, 25% of the population will travel and a 75% chance of revolt. It's just not worth it. We just gotta wait a little bit. Where can I show that? I'm looking for the culture. I never can remember what that is. Wherever the culture is. Yeah, cultural adaptation. Right now they are still Zonarians, and we need them to acclimate to us a little bit more before we're going to get any change there. So hopefully it will get better. Yeah, it was just some stupid oil town that they put people in for some reason. Ditto with this. This was a ice mine they put people in for some reason. They're nothing but trouble. They're absolutely nothing but trouble. I wish the zone mergers were a little easier. I have a lot of trauma from the Oceania playthrough we did, because every time they would do a naval invasion, it would create a new zone, and getting rid of them was pure and utter misery. Like a zoo? Yeah, I'm out of PP. We don't have enough PP for zoo. Okay, I believe that was the last town. West Ruins, yep. Okay, I think that's everything. We just have to hope for a good diplomatic outcome next turn. Okay, let's do it. Are we gonna crash? That's the question. Droog was able to play a few turns, so hopefully whatever happens is not gonna happen here. Babel will be very sad if we do. Like I said, we do have one out. If we do crash, I will try to use the beta branch, and we'll see if that fix for whatever it is has been integrated. And if that doesn't work, then we're just dead in the water. So hopefully it does not come to that. It doesn't sound like the crashing is a very common thing, because there was only 1 or 2 hits when I did some searching around for it. So whatever it is must be relatively rare. Initializing the AI. It's gonna need more power. Maybe when the AI bubble bursts, maybe we can repurpose all those data centers for like AI-driven strategy game AI. Otter says I haven't crashed yet. Yeah, that was the first crash I've ever had in Shadow Empire. I have a few hundred hours actually. I've never had a crash before. I've had some slowdowns, but other than that, I've never crashed. It was about 120 something is when we were crashing on the last one, but that doesn't mean anything because this is a different turn. Do we have nukes? No, we have no nukes. Charged Goss is about the tech level we're at. I play on slow tech. I don't know. I also find nukes, I mean, they do obviously have their value, but by killing the enemy's pop, you're just denying yourself their pop. And pop wins games, so I don't know. Never been a huge fan. I guess if it was for the victory play. Yeah, I actually forgot to change that, Otter, so we're on just normal thinking. Historically, I have put it on giving them longer time, but the turn timers did feel a little long in this, so I don't regret not changing it this time around. Never made any of the rocket artillery? No, we haven't had opportunity. All right, don't you dare crash on me now. 239 of 239. Yay, okay, good. It is a Babel miracle. We killed 2,200 infantry, and we lost 100, and we lost 10 tanks. Great turn. Bought an exemplary CEO. Found some rare metal. Okay, good. Rare metal is actually rare, so that's useful. Veins. 2 turns, the effect of the Decade of Fanaticism will have dispersed. The Dragon 3, we were waiting for this. Discover new tech laser rifles. Now I don't know if these are going to be that good here because we have a really thick atmosphere. I don't know what the equation behind that damage roll is though. I do know it's affected by your atmo. As are projectiles, just FYI. Okay, armored infantry. Okay, that's not my favorite. That's medium tanks and truck infantry. Great stratum, okay. Personal wealth, outpost. Okay, pretty garbage, frankly. Pretty garbage. I think the main use for lasers, in my opinion, is to free up your logistics to be able to supply artillery. In a lot of my games, I usually make a mechanized, ridiculous artillery piece that has like the maximum size artillery, and you fire it once and it like kills my entire logistics system for like 2 turns. So by using energy doesn't use logistics. You just have to be in range of your logistics to use it. So you free up all your logistics to move food, oil, and artillery rounds, basically. Vandalism of monument. The populace is trying to damage, if not destroy, my monument at Asset of Lakeview. The populace seems agitated about the waste in the capital in building statues while we have more pressing needs. You have to protect my precious monument. I got you. Danine, I got you. So if I send in the troops, we lose, we're lose. I'm gonna take the worker happiness. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. Hope is on the horizon. The populace is taking hope from my inspiring CEO in Rockfort. If we can organize a great effort and speech right now, it might bring back some hope to the nation. Any help you could give would greatly increase our chances. Okay, let's go do our Diplo thing first. So we don't have the 90 PP it would cost us to do the big ceremony. So we're gonna try the smaller ceremony. I assume this is a Diplo roll, so we need to play a Shadow Diplomat before we make that roll. Shadow Spy. Okay, I'm just blind. Where is my Shadow Diplomat? There you are. We need to target Andre.
Roger that.
All right, Andre, don't let us down. I wonder how the Colts, they're not specially integrated. We were talking about that last time. I would love it if Vic would just do a quick little pass over those other modules to integrate them in a little better. For example, I think your characters, if they're part of the cult, should build shrines and whatnot and help spread the cult via that. Okay, we're gonna try here. I'm not super confident that this is gonna work. Ask them to join us. Andre, send them a entire complimentary crate of pheromone device, my exclusive men's cologne.
Roger that.
We formulated our offer the best we could. We rolled a 187 versus 121. We convinced them to join. Hooray! We also forgot to capitalize the word hooray because that's a new sentence. Andre, good job. That is huge because that is all of this territory right here, right next to my capital. And look how annoying all the stuff they had was gonna be. Absolutely annoying. We picked up a refugee camp. Okay, let's actually, hold on. Let me zone border. Let me just mend this while we're doing this. All right, so I think we'll just keep this border right here to the capital, and then the stuff to the west of this will integrate into, what is that, Rockfort, I think? Oh man, that is great. Okay, I would really, really, really like to do the other aliens too. I want to do this before our war with Brown kicks off, if at all possible. I also need to pull up that medium group of tanks. Okay, that is that. And then we have this weird no man's land. Let's switch that. Yeah, just go ahead and grab this. Now, this might reconnect itself, but I have really bad luck with it auto-fixing like it's supposed to. So I just go do it. I don't know how annoying this is for people, but I would rather just do it now, be done with it, know it's done the way I want it, and not have to fiddle. Okay, there we go. All right, what do we get? A refugee camp. Beautiful. 200 free population. Yes. Those are the free settlers, the free recruits. Free recruits are probably the best. And the free pop. All three of those are some of the best things you can get. We got a nothing? That icon tells me there should be something there. There was a set of ruins up here. Probably we'll find something there. A couple others. Some hot baths. Very nice. That's going to give us extra pop happiness. Do we need that in the capital? Actually, yeah. It's not terrible. Okay. Deal. Okay. Very happy with that. Very, very happy with that. Our spies in Mason Republic have found some info. Send it to the Armed Church. Hope is on the horizon. The populace is taking hope from my inspiring CEO in Rockfort. Okay, yes, we will help. We get some Virtus.
Understood.
We got 6. Okay, we're up to 42. That's good. That's good. Okay, now what did we need here? I do not remember. We were okay with our rocket launcher. I think we made a motorbike. And we do have the assault gun. I did talk about wanting to make an assault gun. We did talk about upgrading our artillery, and we did talk about upgrading our anti-tank. Maybe we do our artillery. That is something we're using. Yeah, let's do that. Let's build upon the Hope 2. Now, we were using a 150. We started at 100. 100 kind of caps out when you're already hitting combat armor, and we're still struggling a little bit here at 150. We are getting kills, but only not the best. So I think we're going to go up to a 180. And then here we had piloted enviros. Now we can go up to heavy combat.
Affirmative.
All right, that's an easy freebie that we can just do. Petition in Badre. Okay, this is one of the places I want to close. Yeah, you can just position. Workers harassed in Abingi. Who's doing it? Give me names, Gray. He can't give me a name because he killed the wrong guy. Classic. Minor worker strike. Okay, we will give in. What are we doing? Okay, we're still all right. We're getting a lot of diplomacy lately because I keep giving in to demands. Sabotage. All right. Mythic Talon, you have literally never not killed the wrong person.
Order acknowledged.
Okay. You didn't find who it was, but you didn't kill somebody. That's an improvement. Marauders in Veins. This is Zaxaries. Full support.
Copy that.
Critical failure. Great. And they would like to upgrade a town, and I am broke, so we cannot.
Understood.
Well then. Okay, we have a bunch of aliens. That's cool. Are you anything useful? Now, there's no upkeep on these, I don't believe, so there's no reason to get rid of them. Intimidator Medusa. Large land-dwelling top predator. Remember, it's a squid. It has Crusader. Tendency to actively engage human presence. Yeah, okay, so an aggressive one. A Acrobat, 40% combat bonus in forests and ruins, and chitinous, 20% more hit points, and is classified as a hard target. Doesn't actually help them that much here. Okay, so not stellar. The tech level is low. Okay, yeah, not very good. Now, what these are good for is they do not need supplies. So if we can get these guys over to that southwestern area, a whole bunch of them have no movement left, then we can use them to go fog busting, and I don't have to worry about building gas stations. So we will try to use them. Keep them away from Perseus. We'll do our best. Okay, not much to say about that. I'm just glad we don't have that giant ticking time bomb right next to us. Speaking of ticking time bombs, I don't know what's going on. Rs4 is a light tank. And the Lion 2 is also a light tank. I feel like the AI makes way too many tank models. I don't know. Like, he built one and then he made a different one for some reason, even though this is the same tank, essentially. Okay, nothing here is moving. Okay, over here. Now, we're not at war with you, technically, are we? No. This was our frenemy who was blackmailing us, but we might be able to steal his town. That might be a possibility. He is keeping Brown busy, though, so that is appreciated. Okay, let's start over here. So let's start with my air recon into town. Go.
Birds are in the sky. Returning to base, sir.
You need troops inside the city for an event. Yes, having troops inside the city is required if you want to, like, shoot the protesters, or if they add to security during certain events. So I usually try to have at least a 500 machine gun indie in there. I don't think the quality even matters. It's just number of men. Okay, we didn't get to 400. I really do need another set of planes here. Because this is so important, I am going to do another prod. Godspeed, boys. Godspeed. All right, we got above 400. 400 means you've seen everybody. That's why I always talk about 400 here. And it's important that we can see everybody before we attack. All right. Is there a chance? There is, but it's not the best. And I have no way to make that any better, so I'm sending you my good vibes, dudes. I'm sending you my good vibes. We did everything we could to make this as good as we could for you. I don't think we got it.
Requesting backup.
Nope. Defender held, but we did do a lot of damage. We'll have lowered their readiness. It's not the worst. Okay, over here. Okay, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go for surround, I think. And we'll just work on killing some troops. Casey says, thanks for the good vibes, boss. Next time, send some bigger guns. That didn't go very well. Yikes. Let's keep the pressure up there. Okay, he is pulling back, so I will take the territory he's offering. Okay, here. Do it.
Open fire. Abort.
Pushing tanks into the forest. Somebody's got to do it. Unfortunately, somebody's got to do it. Okay, they held. Okay, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna see if we can just pressure that guy to leave. Okay, and over here. go up. Okay, we have artillery here. I don't really want to have to just jump into that. I think I want to artillery it. Yeah, I think I want to artillery that for a round or two. We'll start threatening us around. Let's get the artillery up here. Okay, you fill that in. Okay, we have them surrounded. Just be careful, they can now fire in all directions. And we have a secure route, quote unquote. I think we'll just belly up to that guy. Okay, we have them in like a weird semi-retreat thing going on over here. Oops. Semi-retreat, not full retreat, obviously. There's still a red here. Alright, can we kill that? You guys are really needed elsewhere. Alright, take that territory. Oh, okay, well, nope, you're staying here for sure. Hopefully they don't do a little breakthrough there. Okay, over here. By the way, Droog, since I saw you chatting in here, thank you very much. Droog was the one that was able to get the save to roll over the turn. So if you are enjoying the campaign, make sure to give Droog a thanks, because it was through his efforts that we were able to continue, because I could not get it to go on my machine. So thank you again, Droog. Really appreciate it, man. Okay, here we're not really ready to go. I'm not. All right, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. We do have full readiness. We just don't have full AP.
The enemy.
Please kill at least one.
Abort.
Okay. I mean, that's what I asked for. Okay, we're slowly getting rid of that. I don't have to kill this, but I just don't want that sitting in my rear line. That just seems like a bad idea. All right, we have orange. All right, orange. I think, what do we want to do here? Let's drive to there. And these are some reds coming down. All right, I think I'm going to go on that side with them. Shove some more. Yeah, I have quite a few groups that are marching that way. All right, now here, let's go back to normal movement. All right, what's going on with this? Nope. Okay, there was nothing there. We just couldn't see inside the ruins. All right, you guys go ahead and fan out. This is where we're going to send those aliens. It's just going to take me a while to get here. Okay, you stop existing.
Engage the enemy. Here's this. Where's Lycus?
Losh Dinkus indeed. Alright, you move there and then group move down. Buggy, I mean, we have plenty of uses for you, that's for sure. Alright, let's get him out of here. He doesn't seem to be needed for this. Okay, and then you guys were heading this way. Apparently we're just having all kinds of supply problems over here. Alright, I guess that just is what it is for a moment. Kind of the same thing here, just is what it is for a moment. How horrible are you? Yeah, this is going to be a perennial problem while he has troops on the border. This is what, you know, we talked about this once before this campaign, but man, I wish there was a Diplo thing where, like, hey, I want to buy 2 hexes from you and I'll pay you this amount. Some sort of Diplo where we could just get rid of things like this, because this basically forces war. Like, I have to fight this, even if he's not the target I would want to fight, because they'll just continuously cause problems. You have to own the 2 hexes next to a settlement. It's non-negotiable. You must. Okay, that is everybody. Instruction report. Berlin Wall, yeah, something like that. We just cannot coexist like this. Okay, First Forge built a vidcom, so I must have been upping their civ here. Looks to be the case. I wanted to grow this to a size 5 city, which hopefully we'll see some movement there. Already have the solar panels. We are running our power plant at full bore. How are we doing? We're still losing power. Okay, I can't wait around. Let's go ahead and up our power plant.
Roger that.
To make sure we don't have an oopsie. Running out of power would be exceptionally bad. Okay, Fab 2 built Metal Mining 2. Well, that's easy peasy. You can build yourself Metal Mining 3. Lakeview built University 2. Okay, so that's education. So they're going to need some more entertainment. Yeah, we're kind of going around and upping our quality of life everywhere. See if we can drain some pop. Okay, University 2 in Hunts. Hunts built a university. Interesting choice on my part. What we really need is a hospital. Not a colonize, a hospital.
Okie dokie.
Okie dokie. Oil's gonna be next then, yeah. Push him back and sue for peace. The thing is, Brown is the current winner. This is Brown. He owns half the world. I own the other half. We're gonna have to fight until someone wins. So there will be no peace once we kick off there. He's also a theocracy, so there's no chance that we can have a amenable ending to this. I have to kill him. Where were we? Oh, yeah, right. We did Hunts. Bulwark. Right. Bulwark was preparing air power, which it looks like might actually be out of range already. So I think we're going to stop there. And you know what? Scraptown. Scraptown should probably get started on some air. I don't think we had anything else to build here either. Let's do that. Airbase. I need to get up to Airbase 3 so we can actually use our CAS airplanes. Close air support. It'll be interesting to see if Brown also has fighters. Speaking of which, his fighters didn't intercept any of my scouting. I wonder what happened to them. Okay, Work Apartments 3 in Boomtown. Now, Boomtown... Yeah, we want Boomtown to grow so it can go up to level 4. We got a lot of different mines and whatnot here, including this rare mine that... I don't know if we're ever going to get any use out of this. We have it mothballed. I really need to peripheral mine it, but who has points for that? Who has points for that? Airplanes in the north? Yeah, I don't have anything for them to do. You know what? You're right. I don't have anything for them to do. Let's move them. Now, you either can strat move them or you could fly them. I'm going to strat move them. Actually, I probably shouldn't have done that. I probably should actually just fly them. It won't hit their readiness as much. Yeah, I should not strat move those. We should fly those. Yeah, good call, Abby. Okay, that was Boomtown, but we didn't make a decision. Boomtown. What do you need? Just more. Just everything except for entertainment is the lowest. So in that case, we always build barracks first.
Copy that.
All things being equal, barracks first, in my opinion. Black market. Okay, you're also a bit of a stinker again lately. We just got entertainment, so we're going to see a quality of life shoot up. We're probably going to go higher, so I am going to go ahead and... Oh, we can't. You're not big enough yet. Okay. Now, if I wanted them to go really fast, we could give them some social housing. I'm not a fan of that. I'd rather overbuild worker housing and then let them in there for now. So I think we're going to chill on that. And we're going to have... We could hook this water up. We are positive in water, but not forever. Our capital is going to run out of water in the near future. I don't know. This feels like it's a little bit of a strategic vulnerability. But then again, what isn't?
Understood.
Yeah, we'll bring that in there. I will move up a little bit to try to keep that protected. Airbase for Black Market? The problem, well, no, that would be okay too, yeah. I mean, we're going to want air bases all up and down the line. Like, this is another major air base. This one especially is in range of some juicy stuff. Like, this I feel like is our victory area. Because these are not the smallest. It's a minor city. So 4, 4, 2, 3, 1, 4. That's a lot of pop. Like, that might be our victory, just taking this area. That's why I'm pushing on West Ruins so hard, as prepping that to be our hub for this attack. Okay, that was Black Market. We have Amalgam Ruins. Okay, they finished off their metal mine. How are we doing on logistics over here? Okay, that's not the worst. Yeah, we're supplying it all right. Okay, I'm going to try to get away without building that truck station too. I'm going to try to build this. And get the radioactive mine up and running. Because that could be power for us. And we have that, right? I do have that tech done. No, we don't. I thought we did. Organization. We're doing geotechnics. Okay, that's fine. Let's just get this out of the ground either way. We can stockpile it. I don't think the game models half-lives or anything. Yeah, Gray. Yeah, you're right. I think I went geotechnics first because I was thinking we were going to have to drill through this mountain range, which is still a true statement, so not the end of the world. Okay, I think that was everybody, right? Yep. Yes, it was. All right. I'm sending you my good energy. When all the fronts kick off, how go? Well, it'll depend on my main train station more than anything else. Going up to train 3 in our capital would not be a bad plan. Other than like some major artillery, I've never been able to saturate rail. Usually it's more of a running out of rail points than it is running out of the logistics. What zone is the nuclear mine? It is in that little new zone. Amalgam Ruins. Right here. So we have brown, a brown like tumor right here, which I hate. Again, I wish we could do some Diplo where I'd be like, dude, just give me this. What do you want for that? Let's clean up our borders here. No border gore. Even if the game model's Half-Life still gives you more than 500 million years to deal with it. Does the game tell us what type of fissiles we're mining? Am I sour? Well, I don't know what flavor I am, tell you the truth. Or am I sour about something in particular? Yeah, you guys should... Oh, okay, so I missed the attack, but he shoved me out of the way there because we did have a surround. Hey, if you guys want to leave, I'll let you leave. Hey, yeah, this is my next major project is trying to get those aliens up and running. All right, come on. No whammies, no whammies. Now I'm so nervous every time these turns hang. The trauma. Oh, rip. David! David! It was you! Okay, well, we don't have our crash. Okay, so hang tight for a second. Let me change my page here. Am I certain about the zone? I have to double check. Okay, I'm going to update the game over to the beta branch, and we'll see if that solves our problem. So hang tight for just a second. So I need to show properties on Steam, game versions. I would like to go to open beta. My game is updating. It won't take but a second. Game is updated. All right, we'll see if he has the fix in it. I don't know. He didn't say what the problem he found was, so I don't know if what was in the patch notes was there or not. And David says, I'm banished back to Vodland. Apparently you're just bad luck. I don't know, man. We need to get you a rabbit's foot or something. Okay, we're loading in with the open beta. We'll see if he has his fix implemented. Okay, and there we go. All right, load game. Luckily, we have end of turn save, so that's at least something. Send some positive thoughts. You had Droog. Level 5 misfortune skills. At some point, they start going around horseshoe and becoming good, though, right? Okay, so this is the end of the turn save. So exactly where we just were. Let's see if the open beta lets us get through that or not. Knowing that there's a fix coming, we'll probably just put the campaign on pause if I have to. It sounded like it was coming soon based on Vic's comment, so I wouldn't be opposed to taking a couple days off and then we can come right back to it if we have to. That does make Babel very sad, though. All right, come on, open beta. Hopefully you have the fix. Don't let us down. That's funny though, Drew, because you said you were able to play a few turns, right? That was only the end of turn 151. So that was 2 turns, basically. As long as it's not Valve time soon. Dude, Half-Life 3. Soon. It's happening soon. You played it up to 160? Yeah. And like we said, we don't know what it was because Vic didn't say. Like, it could literally be an AI trying to move on the Z-axis or something. Like, could literally be anything. It does seem to be pretty consistent at the end of the turn, so it might be also like a trash collection issue. I don't know. Could be anything. We'll see if this open beta fixes it. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Stood for... Okay, so yeah, they pushed us out. Yeah, that's exactly what happened last time. I think we had a worse result, though. I'm pretty sure that said 4 last time. Okay, and there's the air. Okay, so he does have some sort of air. I don't know if he's just scouting me or what. Okay, he did shove me back there. That's a good call on his part. Man, I was so hopeful when we got those first turn rolled. No further information on history step. Come on, baby. 201, you can do it. You can do it. The builders believe in you. Don't believe in yourself. Believe in us who believe in you. Hey, okay. We cool. We cool. Everyone, stop panicking. It's all right. It's all right. Don't panic. We killed 800. We also killed 40 tanks. We lost 100 infantry, 30 motorized, 50 tanks. Ow. Well, I have to say thank you, Vic, for the fast turnaround. I have bought camp compound. Who is that? Isaac Coal Waste. I feel like we didn't rename you. I don't think I know any coal wastes in chat. Water and Bulwark. Huntslands confronted with a large group of refugees at the gates. Okay, we're ending the time of fanaticism. Sure, I'll believe it when it happens. We're up to 41.6. Ammo compaction. Would not be bad. That's a good tech. Okay, found some GR stuff. 30 GR grade infantry. Now, GR infantry is arguably worse than our tier 4s, so that's kind of whatever at this point. Found some credits, some GR grade MGs. Oh, 200 GR automatons. Those are those things I've been fighting with the medium tanks. Those are all right. Okay, we did it. All right, come back, David. We forgive you. Hispanic Bob Ross. Bobo Rosso. All the builders inviting David out onto the balcony. Okay, we forgive you, David. Don't worry about it. All right, well, I'm very glad that worked. You know, I just want to say, this is proof. If you guys are playing the game, especially a small studio game, if you report bugs, there's a decent chance they're working on them. Now, sometimes they're hard to fix. Maybe this was an easy one or whatever, but do your bug reports. It's how things get fixed. If you love a game and you're not reporting bugs, do you really love a game? I'm just saying. Check the nukes. I mean, I don't have nukes, so I don't know what to say about that one. The fizzles that you were asking about, you are right. That is in the other zone. Yeah, we can fix that. I see what you're saying, Abby. Zone borders. All right, the borders are expanding to meet the needs of the expanding borders. There you go. Abbey Road. Done. Hope on the horizon. The populace is taking hope from the inspiring CEO. Dude, these inspiring CEOs are so good. Okay, I'm actually going to try this one. I've never been able to afford a maximum help because I never have any political points. I want to see how much Virtus we get. On this one, we got like 4, right? I'm pretty sure that was 4. I guess just to finish my earlier thought, in addition to bug things, make suggestions. Vic already implemented one of the suggestions I made. Like, how cool is that? I don't know about you guys, but I really like when I recruit somebody, I get that pop-up screen that shows me their stats. Like, there's a reason I made the suggestion. So, you know, if you don't make suggestions, you never can get what you want. So put in a little effort, be polite, and you never know what you can get. Also, another reason to support small indie teams. If I made a suggestion to Ubisoft, what are the odds Ubisoft cares? It's 0. I can already tell you. All right. Yes, maximum help.
Yes, sir.
All right, we did an oratory roll of 60. 145 versus a difficulty of 116. We almost got a crit. Vitis went up by 3. Rip me. So we just rolled really bad. All right, national, no change. Okay, military research. Let me look at the tech tree. I have actually only like once. Yeah, we need laser guns. Laser guns should be the tank upgrades. That one might be interesting because I bet you that would make my tanks lighter because they wouldn't have to haul ammo. That also means I wouldn't have to deliver ammo to our tanks. To get that, I need to research rifles. So even though I don't think I want to upgrade to rifles right now, I think we're gonna get the tech ready. Veins are being harassed. All right, Zexries, you got this. Killed the wrong guy. See, I knew you could do it. Refugees at the gate. Some renegade refugees from the Marauder clans are knocking on the gates. They're weak, hungry, and many are sick. Now, this is an interesting one. We get population if we let them in. I don't really care about the morality. What I care about is getting the pop. That is a sting on our relations, but these are fine. None of these actually give enforcement. Some extra heart would be nice. All right, we're only going to let the women and children in.
Okie dokie.
The women and children were allowed in for a few weeks, but it seems that male or female, their barbarianism is high. Many violent incidents are already being reported. Our security forces have their hands full. We let in Kuno. It was a big mistake. If you know, you know. Zone City upgrade. Border town would like to be... Okay, I really do need to do this. What else do we have to do? Mason Republic is blackmailing us. I don't think we're paying them anymore. I think we've accepted the inevitable. We're not ready, but when am I ever ready? If I refuse, we lose meritocracy. That's painful. They do want a cheap bribe. I will say that. 660 is not going to break my bank currently. A few more turns would be nice. 3 meritocracy takes me back above 80. I think we're gonna wait this, but I'm close to telling them to put it somewhere.
Roger that.
Our spies have found info. We're giving it to the armed church. Okay, do I want to do this? It's 20 freaking points. You're not actually the town I want. I want Fab 2 or Trophy Town. I'm gonna say no. We have other things we could spend that PP on at the moment. Hopefully that doesn't come back to bite me. Could also set the AS Council to work on solar efficiency. Definitely. Yeah, we're still slightly down, but we are building multiple pieces. We are currently working on small arms. So I'm gonna definitely let that go for a little bit. Gonna need to increase the recruitment? Maybe. We're okay. I got almost 20k at the moment, although it's low because our Weirtus is low. So I really would like to get that up. And maybe we could play one of those cards to do it. We'll see. Okay. Everyone needs to migrate down towards strategic moving. All I need to do is get you onto a road. Route move, normal move. Oh no. Okay, so these GR automatons can't move, so I'm gonna have to build them a road. And I have to strat move them. They're basically bunkers. And I can't do it the same turn I build the road, so we'll have to come back to that. We also still have this. What are you doing? Okay, you're busy. All right, we'll come back to you. Okay, nothing to do in the west. Right, we've seen these before. Medium tanks with a howitzer. Assault guns with a okay, assault gun with a howitzer. Okay, no, the assault gun is less offensive in offensive roles. Maybe medium tanks do maintain theirs. Now this is definitely going to come to a head sooner or later. All right. Yeah, leave that alone for now. Here. Yeah, this is another danger spot. All right, now he shoved me out of here, unfortunately. Also, you know what? We forgot. I was too worried about my end of turn. Yeah, we're down a few things. All right, don't let me forget that this turn. All right, let's get our air. All right, boys.
Birds are in the sky.
Oh,
Returning to base, sir.
we're getting shot at. Okay, they did have a fighter. I do have spares of those. We got 600 recon, so we got enough. All right. Is there any world that we win this one? Especially because I didn't get you the reinforcements you needed. I'm going to say no. All right, in that case... I'm very disappointed to start with. Can we do a little bit of clearing around the city?
Abort!
New role for GR? Yep, that's exactly what I'm going to do with them. Okay, you guys attack that.
All clear, sir.
Man, it's too bad that as the game goes on, there's not another upgrade for my light tanks. I don't think we can push that guy around, unfortunately. Very unfortunately.
Advancing.
Come on, boys. Come on, boys.
Abort!
Did not do it. Okay, you guys keep waddling. Can I strat move you? Nope. Man, we are still struggling over here. It's coming... Yeah, it's coming from this issue right here. Let me send you more colonists.
Roger that.
0.7 turns left on that barracks. Is what it is. Okay. Something here disappeared. And he did shove me off of that. No, that's not necessarily the worst thing, though. Because if we can push these guys out, that's okay. But I probably would want to kill them. I probably would want to kill him. Okay, so... Buggy... For those of you about to die, I salute you. I feel like he removed a lot of things out of here and then shoved some extra flak in. That doesn't seem like a good idea. That really doesn't seem like a good idea. No supply issues for lasers? Yep. Yep. Yeah, like I said, the nice thing about lasers is it frees up your logistics if you want to do a lot of artillery. Light tanks are still good on the field, but really suffer in the urban force. Yeah, yeah. Unfortunately, they're always bad, but all tanks are going to have problems there. What we need is our air. We need our air to come online. Because I'll use the air to soften up the hard targets, and I'll use the tanks to sweep them. Okay, I'm pretty confident in this. This is going to be a pretty big operation. We're going to have orange and red. Nope, I lied. We're going to artillery them. Because screw you guys.
Target.
We have good recon, so we should get lots of hits. Yeah, and I mean, even with the 150s, we are doing some work. And we are upgrading these guys, so I will upgrade their equipment here when we get it. Okay, now we're going to have reds and oranges. Maybe not that super wounded group. Do it.
Operation success.
Beautiful. Combined arms, man. It's a thing. You just have a lot of arms. I really need an MG group down here. Where are you guys getting your supplies from? I just do not understand. It must be coming off this road. Must be. Okay, can we finish you off? Just one kill. Thank you. Okay, because I have other things that you guys could have been doing this whole time. Okay, I don't like what I'm seeing here. Yeah, we're gonna send you in there. Sure. Okay, this must be where they were getting those supplies from. We have a road connection, although it's pretty crap. Okay, I think I need to invest in some more infrastructure here, or we're gonna really suffer. Definitely do that. God, that's so bad. I don't want to go through all these hills. Like, yeah, look what it's trying to do. It wants me to go around that so bad. Okay, let's just try that and see if that's good enough. And then here, we'll extend my dirt road slightly. Yeah. Okay, normal move. You. I think we're gonna strat move you. Yeah, if we could get like a buggy over here, that'd be really useful, actually. Route move you guys. And I think I'm gonna try to flush with these, I think. Drive them down there. Even with just regular driving, those guys can make a lot of distance. Hello, random weird road. Where do you go? Also you, whatever the heck you are. Stay away from my city, yo. Anybody have anything left? Do it.
Fire. Easy.
Yeah, get out of here. Nobody likes you. 34.
Open fire.
Overkill much? No. Correct amounts of kill.
Here's this. Where's Lycus?
Rosh Dinkus. Okay, yeah, we're having supply problems. Okay, so not a lot I can do about that. I think we will take a road. We may as well just use the one that's already here. I mean, we're not going to need to supply this forever. Just give me like a turn worth of supplies. I'm not going to wander too far from that road. He says as he wanders far from the road. Okay, hopefully they get their supplies they need. Okay, green is coming over here to take over the defense of that town. Buggy would still be useful. Okay, we're on the way. Okay, now at least we have something on every bit of our border, even if it's not ideal. We've at least achieved that. Okay, was I done here? I kind of zoomed off and did other things. What are you? Mediums. I mean, I don't love it, but there's not much I can do about it. We almost have a pinch here. You know what? We might be able to use orange and pinch this area off. He's not really careful. Okay, we didn't do this section.
Hold your positions.
Darn it. All right, that was a calculated risk. Okay, that is a surround, but can I do anything with it?
get the tanks.
This is not the most friendly terrain for what I have here.
All clear, sir.
You claim you can do another attack.
Fire.
The answer was no, but almost.
Operation successful.
Oh. But yes. But what if yes? Okay, I'll take it. Not perfect, but you know, no plan survives contact with the enemy. Oh, that phrase is like the infamous blue dress. Nobody can agree with. Yeah, so there was a viral post where it's like, what color is this dress? And half the people said it was like blue and half the people said it was green. Hex count has taken a real boost this turn. I bet you it has. Okay, now we just need to go hunting around for anything else that still needs to move. Ooh. You know, what if we came in from this side? Little hammer and anvil maybe here. Okay, you've already moved. You've already moved. Well, let's just cut him off, even though that's not ideal. Okay, I think that's everybody. What a turn. Okay, building. Scrap Town has Airbase 1. That's easy. We want Airbase 2.
Copy that.
We want Airbase 3, or maybe even 4, if we want to get some high-altitude bombers. Okay, Border Town. Border Town isn't actually... Yeah, this is a way better airport, so I'm not really too concerned about that. What did you build? Metal mining facility 2. I don't want to overinvest. This is really low access. High civ. Held up by education. I don't want to go too high. We have those maxed out. We could build a bigger truck station. I don't think we need to. We might just be done here for the moment. Yeah, I think we're done here for the moment. Point Disappointment has Solar Field 1. Easy peasy. Solar Field 2.
That.
All right. Easy turn. We got 39 points left. Did we play our Xeno card? Every time we crash, I completely like mentally crash and I can never remember what we're doing. We couldn't have played our Xeno card, right? There's no way I'd have that many points left over. What is our relation at the moment? 81. So higher than the other guy or about the same. So if we spend one round buttering them up and then a second round to try to get them to join us. Whoops. I'm pretty sure we have that amount of cards, even if I don't draw another one. Yeah, we have 2. Okay. Let's try to do that.
Roger that.
So we will roll difficulty 4, rolled 241. Andre with the double dose of pheromone device. Okay, we'll save the points because next turn will be expensive. Bunkers in the towns up the main rail trunk. That might not be bad. I've never had to use bunkers. For anyone who hasn't seen bunkers, because I never talk about them. What are you under? Logistics? I don't even remember what you're under. No, you're under government, aren't you? Nope, here we are. Bunkerization. So, gives you bunker points, which this asset reduces the effect of structural damage. So if they start strat bombing me, basically, it'll protect my assets. So far, we have not seen anything that would indicate they can do that. But at the first drop of a hat, that's not a bad idea. Not a bad idea at all. Okay, I need to take my tea break, but I think we're gonna process the turn first. Just to make sure that we're okay. I don't want to take a break, come back, process a turn, and then have it not work. It was blue or yellow? I could see that. Oh, the reinforcements! Oh, dang it. I'm too thrown off by the freaking crashes we've had. I had such a good tempo going on that. Oh. Depending on whether, yeah, we haven't seen any bombers. The only thing we've seen is fighters, but that's not from the same person. Yeah, we'll do it before we break, assuming we don't crash here. That's 2 turns in a row I've forgotten. And we really do need those light tanks. I would also really like to pull in that medium brigade of tanks. They would help us out on that green front. Melt through all those tanks that we're kind of struggling with. God, I can't believe I forgot that again. Forgot to move the aliens, did I? I thought we moved the aliens right away. Very well could be. I'm all out of sorts. Okay, they got a little surround on me, but they didn't take any advantage of it. Okay, coming in and trying to surround that town. He is fighting Brown. Other aliens shuffling around. What is this area that I have no recon on still? Seems like a marshy area, maybe? I don't know. Must be some kind of neutral, obviously. Oh, I'm so nervous. Every time the sound gets quiet, I'm like, oh no. I'm watching my bars over on my other screen. Yay. Okay, before we tea break, we're gonna do the reinforcements. Inspiring CEO, good investment. Found some fuel. Marauders we hate. Okay, time of efficiency, it's fine. New zone, we got the happy guy. Finished geotechniques. We could do radiation cleansing. We don't have any radiation, at least not yet. We finished Hope 3s. Discovered man pads. Okay, this is something I wanted. I wanted to be able to customize our MG2s to add this and make them MG3s. Mining techniques. Okay, not terrible. Another blitzkrieg. Good to have. Okay. Replenishments. Doing this literally first before we do anything else. I'm just going to make the minimum, and then hopefully I'll remember we can come back and visit this again. How did we even lose one bazooka? Buggies. Light armor. We needed 11, and I will overbuild those some because we are definitely going to be losing some. We'll build 20. At least the stuff that went out had a few rounds of training, if nothing else. We still have 5 extra air recon. We built our buggy. We're going to need extra buggies too. I can just tell you we're going to lose some buggies. Not a lot of upgradings to do on them either. Okay, that looks fine. Let's go ahead and a few extras of those too. What zone would be good to use the archaeology card? I don't think we're done here. We played one and failed, I think. I don't think we finished this off. I wish there was a way to tell. Either way, okay. Before I get too wrapped up again in my turn, I'm going to take my tea break. So, if you haven't got up, got yourself a drink and a stretch, I would encourage you to do so. I'm going to throw a 5-minute timer up, and I'm going to tell YouTube that I'm taking a break, so you might see an ad here. If you're not blocking ads, I appreciate the pennies. Also, if you haven't left a like on the stream, if you enjoy the pain and suffering of Babel trying to tech crashes, don't forget to do that. That does help me out a ton. And if you're not subscribed, maybe I've earned your subscription. I'd love to have you back. All right, let's get the 5 minutes on the clock, and I will be right back. All right, hopefully everyone got a good drink there. I left you guys staring at some beautiful minerals. Get back through there. Okay, we already made our reinforcements. Let's get through our events. Vandalism of a monument. Man, you guys are killing me on that. It does increase... No. Increase relation. Virtus decrease. Okay, so... Sorry. Profile heart +6. I mean, that does help a little bit. A second one? Oh boy. We heart now, apparently. Hope on the horizon. Okay, CEO. Alright, I do want to play another alien card, so I can't keep spending. We'll do just the medium one.
Yes, sir.
Some extra heart, some extra mind. We failed. Alright. Barely. Alright, we'll rip there. New advisor. Alright, yeah, this keeps coming up. Do we have anybody spare at the moment? We have Bryce. Not really advisor material. Okay, let's come back to that decision. Interior, no change. Economic, okay, here. Nuclear plant, please.
Roger
Yeah.
that.
Okay, we did our artillery. I do want the man pads. We haven't researched them yet. No, we have. Okay, man pad. Select. Heavy combat armor. Go. Easy peasy. Zone decision. Workers in black market are harassed. Also, Slice did say, everyone remember Babel, save scum, and build cheesy pretenders. I don't know about that. Cheesy pretenders, sure, but not save scumming. The APC, I don't think our APC is out of date though, is it? Or it's not horrendously so. The thing is, I'm not going to build any of them until I draw the right card. Although, I mean, I guess having them up to date for that wouldn't be terrible. Let me look. So, APC. No, yeah, I guess that is pretty out of date. Alright, fine. Charge Gauss, 100 millimeter. I always put them in the heaviest armor. What I care about most is making it hard for them to die, and covering for our infantry. So heavy diesel. We could actually go down to a medium and not really have much of a change. Yeah, go down to a medium diesel on that. Did this get nerfed recently? I thought this went up to 200 steel plating. Am I misremembering that? Could be. Okay, APC design, sure. We'll do that after the man pads. Workers in black market. Okay, so investigate who's harassing them. We failed. Didn't even kill anybody. Minor worker strike. We will bribe them. All right, who is the agitator? Okay, you need a governor. Hang on. Were you good enough for a governor? Not really. Not really. All right. I believe, Slice. Don't let us down.
Roger that.
Okay, he was a traitor, obviously. Yeah. He's better than the other guy because he has better intelligence. That's definitely the main stat of a governor. He leaves a lot to be desired. Improvisation and Sixth Sense will help him get on his feet, though. Okay. Dorian Farnson, you're in. And you're not actually named Dorian Farson. I know that's what you thought your name was. But reveal your true name to us. You are... Let's see, have I had any... If you're a member and you've been chatting or you'd like a character, say something. Otherwise, I'm going to pick somebody who's been chatting. I don't think we've had... Oh, no, we have a David. Oh, I don't think we have a David boost, though. You're on deck if I don't see a member. Let me just double check chat. Every time you build APCs, you ignore them. Okay, Lamb Rush, you're in. David can be on deck. All right, Lamb Rush. All right, Governor Lamb Rush, try not to kill too many innocent people. Good luck. All right, David, you're on deck. You're on deck. Marauders in Amalgam Ruin. Okay, man, we're just not gonna be able to play our Xeno card, are we? Yeah, full support. We failed and got a bunch of danger and unrest. Walkout agitators, figure out who's doing it. All right, Rush, let's see how you do. Failure, did not manage to find out who it was. You didn't even kill anybody. I'm not even sure you're trying. We'll see. New advisor, we're gonna have to postpone that again. All right, and we're below the points that we need to play our alien card, aren't we? Yep. Okay. Sure. Why not? Okay, but we still have to do this. So we will give them technology. They like that. 10 points. Armed Church, go. All right, we're not going to forget to move things. So nothing over here. Aliens. Plus people who are not aliens. Okay, use strat move. I mean, God, I hope it never comes to the fact there. I think we're going to put them here. That's an annoying thing to have to deal with on the road. As we saw, it can apparently kill medium tanks. Okay, you... Strat move. Can I make it down here? No, but I can get somewhat close. Go to there. Mass strat move, win. All right, get on the road, 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 get on the road. Okay. Incoming super annoyance. All right, so we want to move everything from that top corner. I guess this would be fine. And we'll just spread out from there. Luckily, these are very light units comparatively. It's not like I'm having to strat move tanks or something. This isn't going to cause too much of a strain. We'll just zip them all down there. Now, we're not going to be able to defend that territory that we're going to take, but usually the AI only has enough oomph to attack in certain locations. So hopefully that location will just not be there. There we go. All right, one alien movement down. Next. Okay, you know what else? I also want that piece of armor. Can I raise them here? So I want armor. 50 armor. We could also do MG. No, I think we just want pure mediums here. And we want only Dragon 3s. There we go. Oh no! Okay, that was not what I wanted to do. I wanted an OHQ version of that. Okay, well that's not the end of the world. We can still use those, but I do actually want that. Shoot. Okay, so I want armor. We have 52. I could go up to this. I do like these a lot. Having just some infantry with them makes them much... It's cheaper to replace a man than it is to replace a tank, is all I'm saying. Yeah, I will pull in those Dragon 2s. We got to do something with them, so... Yeah, don't use those up. don't use those up. All right, let's do it. A little bit grumble on this guy. I think. Do I want to take this guy apart? God, that's annoying. Yeah. No, we'll leave him. We'll leave him. I'll attach him to somebody. It'll be fine. It's not the end of the world. Okay, now you did get cut off, so I gotta make sure we end with him in supply. All right, you gotta go.
Fire.
Round 7. I still have 51 AP. Excellent. Excellent. Okay, so no, I don't want to declare on him. So zoom over here. Probably go over there. Okay, so down to here, down to there, down to there, down to there. Very nice. Okay, we're kind of threatening encircle again. If we could do like a breakthrough there, maybe. Okay, let me have my air, please. Into here. Okay, did not go. You, air. Into there, please. Okay, 3 of them should get me enough. I'm gonna just send everyone, just in case we get turned around by fighters or something.
Returning to base, sir.
Mine right next to the front. This guy. Yeah, let's just mothball him. I will let that drain once we capture this place. Okay, so there's not that much here, really. But we have been pretty banged up, so it kind of is what it is. If this doesn't look good this turn, we'll just wait and we'll have the mediums help us next turn. Although they may need a couple turns to get up to speed. Yeah, and I didn't have my reinforcements. All right, that is literally everything. I can do replenishments better than he can. Yeah, I would rather hurt him and lower his entrenchment, even if we're not going to win. Boy, look at his rolls. Holy crap. He has a 309 OHQ? The heck? Who is this man? The heck? That's more than all of my dudes added together. Alright, apparently we're fighting against like Napoleon down here. Okay, that might change the calculus a little bit. Okay, things are getting a little squeezy over here. Hey, buddy. What are you doing? You think you're being cute or something? Is that what you're doing? Because I don't think it's very cute. Let's rotate you down. Okay, orange. No, let's not do that yet. Waddle those. Okay, we're having logistics problems, which doesn't surprise me. Do that. Man, we're really having logistics problems over there. I'm gonna bring in a second piece of road. Can I not? I don't have an. Oh, right. We spent all of our industrial points on our tanks. All right. We got some. We're not desperate, but that didn't go well. All right, but I also have this guy who's surrounded. Medium tanks, that is not what I want to see rolling around here. Okay, artillery, yeah, this artillery is sucking up all my logistics. Okay, 2 sets of tanks, a single set of dudes. Oh, this is so fragile. This is so fragile. I hate it. All right, you guys gotta go. I need you elsewhere with the rest of your guys. We'll bring in Orange. Orange will take your place over here. These guys are gonna have a really bad time here in a turn or two. Keep them out of those mountains. We'll work to get them out of that mountain too. Okay, we are supplying ourselves over here, okay. Somehow. Looks like there'll be a lot of nothing over here so far. Guess that's okay. Mercanteers, tribal healer. Okay, that's nothing to be afraid of yet. We'll go ahead and do us around. I think, oh, there's one in here too. I think we're gonna kill that. All right, I just moved those so I can't do anything else. Hey buddy, what are you doing? Right, my tanks rolled over there. Okay, so we need to get some supplies in here. Again, how did he build this water with no road connection? Oh, I see. He had a ruin. Okay, that makes more sense. Dirt road, dirt road. I can't afford this even with our tech. All right, you swing that way. I'm gonna need that road if I'm gonna get these tanks through here. All right, you finish him off.
Advancing. Easy.
Buggy above APC enemies was set. The thing that's nice about the APCs, I like to use them in the tank groups because they're both mechanized, so they'll benefit from the same cards. They're still transports, so they can still transport my troops. So I get the infantry plus the APC plus the light or medium tanks. Those are my favorite cards. Like I said, it's because they use the same mechanic or mechanized bonuses, which I find very, very, very powerful. I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do with this yellow. I really don't want them out here because I'm not going to be able to supply them. I think this heavy tank is going to sit in town. Am I still... Was that all my green or am I missing somebody? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, mercy. Oh, mercy. Where did you go, friend? The 22nd Infantry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, no. Okay, yes. 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 Okay. Whew. Whew. Okay, we're all right. We're all right. He was just underneath the buggy. I would have been very sad. I would have been very sad. All right, we got supplies in. Great. Okay, that's not probably worth trying to squeeze out, although maybe. He's unlikely to come contest that, really, so. Oh, we're out of IP. Yeah, of course. All right, I will continue that road. We will nab up this little nook, and then we'll pull back to a more sensible location. All right, I do actually think I'm going to deploy you guys here. I'm going to just deploy on this spot. So you guys can stay here. All right, a lot of you are still heading south. Oh, I'm not in group move. Group move, group move. Yeah, all my wheeled stuff has already arrived. You guys. I think we're gonna send him down to help support the town. Okay, some recon would be useful. All right, I mean, we're getting there. We're getting there. I would really like supplies to get in here. Yeah, we're getting some. It's all getting slurped up here, though. It's the ammo. Each one of my artillery pieces wants like 2,000 ammo. So, yeah, they're hungry, hungry boys. So not for their back? No, not particularly. The other nice thing about the APCs, they have the 100mm armor, which in the early game can give you that caliber bonus. I doubt we'll get it now, but in the early game, they're pretty hard to kill. Guess your new power plant must be done. The oil's dropping. We also rolled a whole bunch of stuff. We'll check it. Look at that massive power spike. That wouldn't surprise me. Hey, Shinosuke? Sounds like the save worked. It worked and then it broke and we updated the beta branch and then it worked again. So beta branch was the apparent fix. So hooray, saved by Vic's patch. Okay, I do think that's all of our movement. We need to building report. All right, we finished in Rockfort. We finished the tier 2 solar panels. I'm going to continue building that up. I would much prefer to do that than run our oil. So we'll do that. In Fab 2, what's going on with your quality of life, Fab 2? Are we getting close or are we not getting close? We're getting very close. I would really like to up Fab 2. I want to build some more industry here. To that end, I don't think I'm going to queue something this turn. All right, now Bingi has a barracks 1. All right, so you're going for quality of life. Then that means we do uni next. Black Market did tier 1 ice mining, and that's all you can do because you are too small. You are slightly losing people. Not much I can do about it. Yeah, we're just having hunger. That is surprising to me. How the heck did we not ship food here? We have plenty of current. You have a rail, right? Yeah, you have a railhead. And even if you didn't, that should have arrived. Yeah, we definitely have rail. That's mighty suspicious. Produced 13,870 rail points. How the heck did we get starvation there?
Standing by. Understood.
You're allowed emergency food, so that shouldn't be a problem. Apparently you don't have any public budget? Tell you what, you can even have a few extras. You've been naughty, but I think I'm actually going to fund you. I really want this town to grow because he's got a lot of mining to do.
Understood.
Is that actually connected? So yes, right here, I can definitely see it. And yes, right there. So yeah, he is connected to the rail. That's very curious. We have points. What did you guys do? You didn't buy any food. Is this on you guys and not me? He might be spending a lot of his truck points supplying things. That wouldn't be a horrible upgrade. Yeah, so here's our items. We have some in stock, but it says we starved. Yeah, I don't know. And we're producing food. No, we are not producing it, but food is being produced here. I don't have a good explanation for that. I'm gonna try to help it by building truck station 2.
Understood.
That'll help our frontline logistics if that pops off, so that's not a waste in any way. But I'm very, very shocked we had a problem here. I have no explanation. Even if rail wasn't working, I feel like we should have had enough truck points. This doesn't really explain it. We produced 33. We added 49 more. So we consumed 77. But that's more than 77. That's 79. 82. And we had some stock. Oh, the event. We had some stolen. That could do it. That could be it, says Spio. And Abby. Yeah. Okay. Okay, yeah, I'll buy that for $1. Alright. Deal. I'm still gonna upgrade that trucking station, though. Alright. Barracks 1 at West Ruins. Ooh, somebody built their compound here. Nice. Help me with that security. Okay, I did talk about wanting some air here. I also want to get the quality of life base buildings. I think we're going to try to sneak the quality of life in before things pop off.
Order acknowledged.
I would really like this town to grow. Okay, West Ruins, that's everybody. Okay, I'm out of... Yeah, look at that. We are out of IP. We're making 2,192 and I just burned through it. Plus whatever stockpile we had. Armor is expensive, yo. Okay, I think that is what it is. Sneak a zoo card. They're 5. I don't think I want to. I want to finish these aliens off. If we could just accomplish that tonight, I would be very happy. It's 21 to 23-ish points to play my Xeno diplomacy. And then the following turn, we need an additional like 20 something. I do feel like our AP has been a little better tonight. I feel like we're generating a little bit more. If I had a little bit of extra brain bandwidth, I would actually track how much we're generating, but I don't. I don't suppose they have a chart for that. Second T. Any bottlenecks a couple? We could double check that. There's not a ton we can do other than upping railroad if there are. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I will agree with the event. The event's what caused that. We'll double check it next turn just to make sure, but I'll believe that. I did see a sneaky little air attack in there. I think he's just strafing me, if I had to guess, because he's not really doing anything. We're getting closer and closer to that town, buddy. Unless you have another one that I have not found. Which I still can't believe he wouldn't have one in that big ruin. He's got to have a town here, right? Right? I mean, that'd be ridiculous not to put one in the middle of that. I'm very proud of Teal for holding out as long as he has. He's really kept both of these guys busy, I think. Okay, some randos attacking me and dying. Dying. Definitely not crashing my game. Dying. I wonder what it is sometimes that really thinks about the end of these battles. Because it's already given us the results. Yeah, it definitely is. Yeah, I mean, that's obviously not a guarantee, but every time we've crashed, we've lost game sound. Yeah, just thinking about it. Thinking about that bass. Killed 400 infantry, lost 230 mechanized, motorized. Personal library. Fuel deposit. Thieves. First Forge is confronted with festivities, of course. Why is there no good festivity event? Why are they always bad? Okay, Master Spy. Alright, not terrible. Is the green guy gone? He's not technically dead. You don't die until you've lost every single hex. Although, is that him? Yeah, this is still him. He has like this weird droopy protrusion. And it's going to be hard for me to get that. Actually, you know what? Maybe we could have one of our alien friends. Come over here. I'll send a couple of you guys. Go take care of Droopy. You have to get rid of every last hex for some reason. In Provonius Minor, we had that. There was like one hex in the middle of nowhere that the guy owned for freaking ever. Okay, vandalism on a monument. Man, you guys are absolutely killing me. Sorry, guys. Very sorry, but... Hope on the horizon. Okay, I can't afford the expensive one, but I will help. 3 heart, 1 mind, 4 virtus. Not terrible. Not terrible at all. Hey, we're almost up to 50%, guys. Plundering. All right, Kevin, you got this. Critical failure. I arrested and killed the wrong man. Independence rallies in Populania. Okay, we need a new governor there. We should need a governor there. No, Rush is the governor there. Okay, hold that thought. Populandia. Okay, ooh, we're having problems. Okay. I want some extra troops in there before we make that check. Okay, let's do that. All right, crackdown. We succeeded. 6,900 soldiers confronted 13,200 militants. It's not good. It's not good. Walkout agitator. All right, Edius, you got this. Did not find out who it was. Roaming thieves. Full support. Critical success. Okay. All right, Rush. All right, there you go. 1 out of 3 is not bad. They did still steal 40 credits, though. Safety protocols ignored. Okay, so this is my festival that only has bad events. I would really like to get some enforcement. We have not had a lot of enforcement choices, and commerce is getting mighty close. Yeah, we're gonna close it early. Do nothing? I can't afford to lose that. I do want to stay in enforcement. All right, Populandia. Sure, you can keep that name. We're gonna allow food. I am gonna tax you, but I will give you... Actually, hold on. What do you like? Do you need budget? Hey, you got brothel 1. There you go. Got the important parts. I am gonna piss you off even more when I nationalize that. That'll help. You also have another power plant. I'm gonna mothball you. I don't actually want that. Ditto here. I'm actually gonna close. I'm gonna actually close both of those. I don't want them here. Airbase is fine. You're a size 3 town. Got a big food dome. Okay. So I'm gonna say no to a big public budget, but I will give you 1 for this, the bonus. Regular.
Affirmative.
Yeah, we'll double check for other junk.
Roger that.
All right, new commander for the 6th Armored Infantry Brigade. I don't believe we have anybody. No, we should have one guy free. Yeah, it's just easier to do it this way. Bryce. 34 wars, not bad. Doesn't really have any skills though. All right, because this is a very important unit, I will try 1 or 2 recruits. Actually, you know what? Let's play our Xeno card first, so we don't have an oopsie. Target him. Go.
Roger that.
Rolled 199. Okay. Then we also are going to need a Shadow Diplomat. And it should hold on. There was a change/fix that he's not going to waste it. So we'll play that now. And that needs to go to Andre. Play it.
Roger that.
Okay, now we have 12 PP to play with. Can I get a military? Not a merc, a military. Go.
Roger that.
A cap 4. He has less war though. He does start with tank tactics and infantry okay. Remy, I think you're in. I'm very sad that you're down that much. Maybe we can give him an item that will raise his war at some point. All right, if you are a member and you don't have a character, speak up now. And if not, then David's on deck. Okay, and I owe Mayans a rename. He did a super chat last stream right before we had our crash, and he asked for the unit to be renamed. So 6th Army, and it was going to be Mayans Steel. All right, there you go, Mayans. I did not forget. And color-wise, let's make it like purple. Something kind of unique over here. Yeah, that's pretty standouty. These are my medium tanks, and they are not ready for combat yet. Okay, and I want Remy. All right, so no. You guys are not Remy. No. Ah. Okay, postpone. I knew that was going to happen. Give Remy a job. We got just the job for Remy. Yep. Yep. That is so much more punishing now than it used to be. The fact that people who already have a job can get put forward, that is punishing. That is absolutely punishing. Okay, that is all of our events. I'm gonna do replacements before anything else, just because if I forget, I'm gonna feel really stupid. So I'm just gonna throw some in. Try to remind me after we're done with moves. Okay, and whatever we can afford here. Juice, was that what I needed? It was. Okay, we have exactly the amount of armor we need. Okay, I do need to, what are we sitting on? Not enough. I need to upgrade our artillery, but we can't afford it right now. Okay, so the medium tanks are not ready to rumble. Yeah, they're only at 80 readiness and at like half power. But we could try to get into position. Okay, you're the independent bit. God, that really was not what I wanted. You know what? Move up there for now. Okay, you move here. Okay, you can sit there for now. I'll figure out what to do with you at some point. Okay, what do you got in town? You move some more armor. Yeah, I feel like we're really just going to need our mediums to do this. I don't think there's much of a way around it. All right, we also could do a little cheeky sealed road in from there, just to try to get as much logistics down here as possible. Okay, where's my other Okay, you. Okay, well, let's just chill here for the time being. You are really banged up, my friend. Okay, we don't have a full surround. That's okay. I feel like this is too exposed. Yeah, let's just pull back. I'm not in a hurry at the moment. We can chill. Siege and chill.
Advancing. Abort!
Okay, still not making any headway here, but that's okay. We'll get it. Red. Now I don't want to overcommit, so let's actually just do that.
Going in.
Again, we're not really in a hurry here. I don't have to force it. But that being said, you know, if an opportunity is there, an opportunity is there. Like that. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go for a surround over here, if he'll let me. Okay, and you guys do belong over here. Sure. Okay, you know what? Let's have you come down and help garrison. Actually, let's garrison over here. This place is just dying, and I need them to have less unrest. What are you on? Yeah, you're sitting on crazy amounts of problems. Okay, we have some more mediums on their way. You are also coming to help. Okay, we didn't really get the supplies we needed over here, so I gotta be kind of chill. Yeah, we just gotta be kind of chill. Everyone just relax, it's okay. Already moved those guys. There's got to be something in here, right? Like, there has to be. Alright, I will pursue. Okay, well, there's artifacts in here. We can see that. A refugee camp. Okay, this is not looking like there's a city in here. A scav furnace, you absolute scoundrel. How dare you waste... I hate that. I hate that so much. Imagine how much resources and artifacts we could get out of this. Okay. What do we have left? Not much. All right, I think we just need a dirt road here. I gotta make sure we get some supplies in. All right, and over here. I gotta be, again, careful how far out from that road I go. Alright, don't know what you are, but I will finish you off momentarily. Okay, again, just don't have any road and I can't build it. Alright, these yellows are not gonna go out there. That's just a bad plan. Let's get out of here. I'm tempting all kinds of bad fate. That you could be doing something much better. Alright, you guys are gonna go try to kill him off. Okay, again, dirt road. Oh, there's still something out here? That surprises me a little bit. Okay, you stay near there. Okay, I do think I'm gonna build up a full line here. You maybe still be useful. Okay, that should be everyone except you guys. So just group move the stacks for now. Regular move. I mean, a buggy would be kind of nice over here, so we'll try to... Maybe he'll go see what's up with that. Root move, keep going. Root move, keep going. Okay, that should be everybody. Also, are we actually making money? I keep glancing at that number and it's getting bigger and not smaller. Is something broken? Like, am I allowed to make money? Okay, we're selling a little bit of fuel, but not much. I'm making money. And not a little bit. That's awkward. How did we suddenly start making money? Okay, we're not trading. Okay, there is some food being shipped out, but that makes total sense. Yeah, where's all this money coming from? Revenue. Okay, so... I mean, we're making a little bit up here, but not crazy amounts. Paying out a lot. Laws costing me 757. Ah, the wealth tax. The wealth tax is coming in. And unlike real life, they can't move anywhere. So there you go. There you go. 2,157 credits. That is what changed. How are they feeling about that? How you guys feeling about that? Do you like that? So we want to do key info, wealth. Okay, down 1. If it was Vince, which I don't remember if it was, he's down from 100 because it was 96, 100 is what it was. Okay, that's not terrible. My lowest relation people are poor, so they're not being affected by this. That is a little worrisome. What is your problem? I'm just cranky. All right, Archer, so slow your roll. You have a monument, you're an oligarch. All right, it's fine. He just runs an MG. It's fine. Okay, I think that was all of our moves. I don't think, did we even attack anybody this turn? I don't think we actually did. Yeah, hopefully my medium reinforcements arrive. And then we can take this out. I'm really thinking that might be his last city. I could have, well, there's a little, they usually don't pave in the middle of nowhere. But if he had one, I would have expected it here. And he certainly doesn't. All right, let's find out. Vic, fix your income as well. Yeah, streamer build. I had to activate the streamer build. Just gives me extra money. Man, how come I never get the streamer build when we play gotchas? They give me the whale that doesn't pay for anything build, so I just get absolutely nothing. There was talks of working on a train? You're just talking about extending the rail network? None of that work has happened, if that's what you mean. We've been out of IP, weirdly enough. Gotcha, addiction. I'm not addicted. I just don't. I like the gameplay and not the monetization. Speaking of which, we're probably going to check out NTE when it comes out on the 29th, or maybe we'll wait a couple days. So we have another one in a couple weeks. I'll probably play through the story and then quit. Same thing I did with Infield. I will say, I did see there was a Steam release coming this summer. I can't think of the name. Dragon something. It looks very much like Genshin-esque, but it's not a gacha. It's going to be an actual RPG that you just buy. So I'm kind of interested in that. We'll probably play that over the summer. I have been quoted in the past as saying the worst part about gachas is the gacha system. So I have to put my money where my mouth is. Oh, the city on a hill. Yeah, none of that happened, Shinosuke. No, no. I did research the geotechnics tech. So yeah, that was the gas station in the east. I can't do it while it's flinging me around, but yeah, I still need that. Just we haven't been able to do it. I really hope people don't start Genshin cloning. I got bad news for you, Shinosuke. You're in one. Yeah, we really do need that gas station in the east. Although the aliens we recruited can kind of sort of get me by at the moment. Will you ever do more of the corporation game? Which one's the corporation game? Are you talking about Spin Mortality? If you are talking about Spin Mortality, yes, I do plan on finishing it. The reason I didn't set that up to be released is that's just kind of I'm done recording the things I need to get done and I want to try to get ahead. Once I have that filmed, then I will start releasing it for everybody. I'm only on episode 4. And I have no idea how long it's going to take to play through. All right, we killed 1,120 tanks, and we lost 220 tanks. Not a bad trade. What in the anime? I bought a GR timepiece. Apparently they had that Flava Flav in the future. Look at that. You can put that on a necklace. That is a fashion statement. He has giant hands. The heck? I guess a giant watch for a man with giant hands. He looks very proud to have. Yeah. Oh, yeah, this is GR. I'm surprised you noticed. It's basically a Pip-Boy. I've never seen this one. I wonder if this is the male equivalent of expensive jewelry. It's gonna do the same thing, I'd assume. Elections have been held. Equality Party has held on with 52% of the vote. Some new pictures up here. That was pretty funny, I won't lie. Help me understand the Genshin. What I mean by that is, Shinosuke, almost all the gachas that are coming out up until now, maybe some of the newer ones are starting to get away from it a little bit. They just desperately wanted Genshin money. I mean, even like Wuwa, I would say is pretty Genshin cloney. Don't at me, please. I did play 1.0 of that also. I don't think I did that on the channel. All right, discovered water. Okay, terrorists. We hate terrorists. Another new piece of art. Decrease in social cohesion in our nation starts to cause more and more problems. Boomtown is seeing increased unrest. They're so mad they put on their gas masks and overalls. Entering a time of efficiency. Heavy MG infantry. Ah, come on, man, you're killing me. Another warrior android. Full security breach. Get spies up to 1d6 in each enemy zone. Ooh la la. Yes, please. Secret Service Group. Okay, that's a unit thing. I don't care about those. And then 2 treasures. The treasures are quite nice. I will say that about Oligarchy. This is crazy, though. He has so many zones. If I rolled like let's say a 3, and I got 3 spies in every zone. I wonder if they roll 1d6 per zone, or they roll 1d6 and every zone gets that amount. Must be played on a major. That is pretty beautiful. Okay, much less exciting things after that. Vandalism of a monument. Sorry.
Roger that.
Salaries, no changes. Heavy grenadier, yeah, that's fine. It's
Yes, sir.
sad. Please give me a mechanized, pretty please. Riots in Baudry. All right. You know what? Here's some credits, kids. Go away, you bother me. Independence rallies in Doggertown. Send in the troops. We succeed. Man, we are having a rough go. Walkout agitator. All right, Kevin, you got
Roger
this.
that.
Critical failure. I killed the wrong guy. I feel like that needs to be on a t-shirt, although maybe not. Hostage crisis. We do not negotiate with terrorists.
Yes, sir.
Human life is not so dear to us, at least not in the short term, it seems. Our security forces stormed the terrorist position, and the resulting carnage of a series of bombs went off, killing all hostages and terrorists. Decreased social cohesion. All right, let's try to increase security.
Copy that.
Unrest has increased, but not as much as expected. It's sad to see it increasing. It is. It is. Fab 2. Okay, this is what I wanted. I'm going to have to say yes to that. So much for my alien dreams. All right, but we can give them the technology. Yeah, I'm too short. We can't ask them to join us. All right, we'll give them some more tech.
Roger that.
They'll like us some more. Spies.
Roger that.
Okay, there we go. We lucked out. There's Remy.
Copy that.
All right, Remy, you're in. He looks like a serious dude. Looks like a tank commander. All right, so I want to look at... I want the... What do I want? Job type. OHQ. Remy? Oh, no. None. OHQ. There we go. Remy. But you're not Remy. All right, did anyone speak up earlier when I asked? Let me zoom up here for a second. I think we have all the usual suspects. Limrush, yeah. Okay, so David. Let me go find David's full name. His little nuclear symbol. All right, David, destroyer of saves. David Boost. I do find that so funny that every time you've joined, we have had the save crash. All right, there we go. David Boost, commander of the 6th Armored Infantry, the Mayan Steel. And that's where we're going to start this turn. All right, did you get your reinforcements? Yes. And you're pretty much ready to go. All right. Air Force, let me get you on the line. I'm gonna need some heavy recon, please.
Birds are in the sky. Returning to base, sir.
Oh yeah, you're right. I don't think we have a Shinosuke. Okay, yeah, you're on deck. 823, perfect. All right, he did start falling back really heavily. Interesting. All right, so this is going to be quite the force. I might have to split this into 2 attacks. Okay, if I just send in my mediums. Okay, a little bit of readiness penalty. Okay, that's not terrible. If I add in my lights, is this going to be too much saturation? No, not really. 1%. All right, let's do it. The largest armored conflict that this world has probably ever seen. Probably since the apocalypse.
Let's go.
Get 'em, boys. Get 'em.
Requesting backup.
Okay, they held. They held. Oh, okay. This wouldn't have changed anything for this turn, but you know what? Now that we have a leader there, I need to give them their strat. They need a blitz. I couldn't have put that on this turn anyways. It won't take effect till next turn, but before I forget. Okay, that wasn't terrible. We didn't win, but that's okay. We got damage dealt. Didn't lose much. Acceptable. Okay, here. Okay, I just want to come down here and threaten. Oh, he's getting the surround. Oh, Brown has surrounded him, so I can't get in there. I was hoping we could sweep in here and steal this. Oh, it's a major city, too. That's annoying. Probably a little, and we only had a -1% on that, Droog. It wasn't too bad. Yeah, unfortunately, I cannot stop him. He's got the full surround here. If we're talking about Sandvale. All right, you move up. You move down. That's fine. Okay. I mean, I'm okay with that. It's all right. We're getting there. It'll happen. Sooner or later, it will happen. He's definitely pulling troops back. That is a surround. That kind of frees up these guys to do something. Okay, don't dare run into the wilderness. Okay, you.
Going in. Mission successful.
Beautiful. Man, we are just really having problems getting supplies down here.
Bring in the tanks.
You can tell that we've broken the back when I start actually getting surrounds like this. Wow.
Mission successful.
I guess they did have a champion. I shouldn't be too surprised. Still. Okay, you guys are gonna go that way. Okay, you... I feel like I have two of the same color here. Let's change the 27th. I don't think we have something like that. Okay, yeah. So these guys are... Okay, so they're one group and these are one group. Okay. I try to keep people organized because it's really hard to fix that once you get them all mixed up. All right, we'll take that. You're gonna try to go there, so you take that. Okay, yeah, getting some more frontage here, basically. Okay, you're gonna go support that. You're gonna go eat more of my supplies. Okay, that tank did roll back. Okay, we'll plug that hole. Okay, it is what it is. Oh, okay, we did find a little town over here. Okay, I'll tell you what though. What if we just rolled past all this and we did a thunder run immediately? All right, and you guys just do the best you can to hold out. Yeah, we're gonna try to just headshot this. I am gonna need to have that connected to my road though. Oh, rip! I didn't mean to click there. I wanted to click right there. I want my IP back. All right, fine. Okay, no, we're okay. I just didn't own that at the beginning of the turn. Woo! Still was expensive to do that though. Okay, you. Again, don't overstretch too much. Are you still? Okay, what the heck? Again, he must have more over here. Maybe he has settled some. Because now we're running into a whole group of them. Alright, let's swing you guys down. Alright, see what you guys can do. Oh. You might not have anything left. Okay, relation is very low. We can get 3% fist. Okay, there's not a lot of negatives. We'll take that fight. Alright, I will take that.
Engage the enemy.
Yeah. You thought you were being real cute, didn't you?
Rise like us.
Losh Jinkus indeed. Alright, aliens, come on in. Root move you aliens to there. Get the surround. Crossed. Painfully get across. Also, I need to have that. Alright, yellow. I think yellow just gets to chill here. I feel like I need some armor in the area, and we may as well just chill in town if we're gonna chill. Alright, and you guys are gonna try to go wipe out orange. Over here, we're pretty much stuck until I can get supplies. Yeah, just chill. Okay, and we should have a couple more units that are still marching south. There's one of them. Yeah, just continue on. You. Okay, we're gonna put this guy. I need to put something here. That's just getting dangerous. Also, have we? Yeah, we're getting some radioactives. Okay, just is what it is. Okay, I think that's all the movement. Keeping an eye on this garbage. All right, so next, we really got to do something down here, and that is, are you done building? Okay, they finally have built a barracks. God, your danger is just so high. I think we're just going to immediately build level 2 barracks. I really need a rail thing here, though. Like, I really need a rail. What is north of here? Actual rail. Oh, yes, we just need a rail head. Okay, it's claiming 1 turn. I'm gonna try. And you rail to there. And then we also... Sealed road, that'll help a little bit. What are you doing? Nothing at the moment. You're incredibly cranky. All right, let's try to get the... Level 1 worker apartments is 1 round in theory. I'm going to try to get that first. That's just the biggest bang for buck. Isn't the fear high? Yeah, we've been shooting protesters. This one's not a fear town, though. This is danger and unrest. This one has some fear. So fear isn't good, but it does help counteract unrest, so. Assets near the front? Yes, indeedy. Yep, that's definitely not helping. And actually, you, speaking of, zone borders. This isn't going to change anything, but let's just do this while I'm thinking about it. Yeah, we'll put you in charge of this. There we go. Yeah, this is going to be... It's on the front line, so no helping that. This guy, though, he should start calming down. Okay, and we keep adding more and more troops, so that will help. Okay, I think that's everybody. I'd like to save some points so that we can do the Xeno diplomacy next turn. Okay, let's... Is there any shot at all that we could zone merge you? Albingi. The same non-national culture. 100% will transfer. 88% a revolt.
Aye, aye, sir.
Okay. You know what? Maybe. Okay, I'll tell you what. We'll finish with this buggy, and then we'll drive up there, and then we'll try to get him. Also, I didn't do this attack, and I should.
Go, go, go!
Operation successful.
Yeah. Okay, that freed you two up. We gained 60 PP this turn. Yeah, I feel like we've been doing a little better. We upgraded High Command, and we made our SHQ guy a little happier. So I think those two things have made a big difference. We already moved you. Yeah, we moved you. Okay, pretty sure that's everybody. Okay, and let's check. Where's my button? You. Okay, zone merge. Okay. 5% will transfer. No. Nope. Okay, you are nowhere near being able to do it at the moment. Okay, I think that's everybody. Double check my replenishments. Okay. Make some spares. All right. Transports, apparently you could use a few more of those. Okay, light armor shipping out. Everybody else is good. All right. Construction report. Power plant 2. Yeah, that did come online. Okay, now... Wow, we only had 46. Okay, well, I'm going to let that run for a little bit until we fill up, and then we'll turn it down. Okay, so what do we want to build here? I wanted more industry. That is still a true statement. I think I'm going to build the industry at Fab 2 first, though. We could do some more social. We're doing okay on heavy. We're doing fine on munitions. In fact, I probably can start turning that down. We're still about 90k below max. Let's turn that down slightly. Where's my ammo factory? Ammo. We'll turn that to 75%. Okay. And then quality of life. If I wanted to do that, my lowest is education. So we should make some more education.
Roger that.
Upgrade the uni. Okay, Lakeview. Okay, we just got entertainment done. I think they get to chill. You are a size 3. You are mining this. Level 4 with 18,000. Yeah, we could make that bigger. All right, go up to level 3. Vans. Okay, made a level 2 truck. A little late, friend. Still having some population problems. Industry over here. I don't want industry here. I'm going to close that. I don't think this airbase is going to be relevant either. I'm going to close that too. Okay, so worker apartments is what you do need. Yeah, I like keeping my industry very close to my capital and just building high in small areas, not having it spaced around. Makes it vulnerable, I guess, but it also... I would die before I would lose those towns, so let's put it that way. Okay, a barracks down here. Excellent. We've desperately needed that. And I started the railroad, so yeah, we desperately need that too. Solar 3 in Rockford. That's easy. Oh, it's not easy. How did we not? Try that again. Oh, we're still building it. Whoops. Yeah, okay, never mind. I thought that was complete. It was not. Okay, yep, let's run it. Not bad, not bad. I'm glad we got the one alien done. We're bloody close, I think, to getting the other one done. I don't even care about the units. Even if I didn't get the units, just make them go away so they're not in the middle of my territory and at any moment could declare war on me and cut off vital supply lines. I do feel like we have a lot more redundancy in our supply lines. Like, I really like this. Like, there are 3 ways in here. There are 2 ways in here, although third technically. This one's a little sketchy. It's only got 2. Also, well, no, you have 3. This is a much more difficult to cut off supply line. Now, they could cause me problems by taking parts of it, but I don't think they could cut it all off. Now, here they could. This whole chunk could be cut off, and this is pretty spindly, especially not having that unit in here. But I feel like that's pretty good. Man, I'm going to jinx myself, and I'm going to say it before the turn's over, but I'm really glad that open beta fixed this. I was actually kind of bummed out all day thinking that we wouldn't be able to play our save. I'm very glad. I don't like to leave things unfinished on the channel, and that would just feel like such a womp womp to have to end on that note. I want to see my close air support. I want to get some bombers. I want to actually use our medium tanks. We got so much still to do. I'm happy. Babel's happy. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. One must imagine Babel happy. Okay, they are shoving me all around. So they really are trying to take that back. I really need an MG unit over there. Ooh, speaking of getting cut off. Yeah, that didn't touch the lines that matter, but that's going to need to be dealt with. Yeah, you're talking about Pravonius Minor Season 3. That was a great series. I still think that's probably been our best series for entertainment value. And yeah, you're right. They were very aggressive in that one. It'd be interesting to see what kind of government they were. Like, this guy's a theocracy who almost always ends up fighting. And I want to say we dealt with a bunch of theocracies in that one too. 300 infantry, 30 tanks, and we lost 400 infantry and 10 motorized. Household scientist, water deposit. Yeah, see, I think this is the equivalent for ladies. They buy the jewelry and the men buy the giant watch. Okay, we finished our man pads. We call it the foot flak. That sounds like something you'd get a treatment for. Oh, he's got foot flak. Okay, we finally discovered mines. It's about time. It's about time. Wasp Hive. Oh yeah, we didn't play our spy card. Not that I could have afforded it. Okay, let's play that card before I forget. So we wanted to do... Okay, let's actually back up here a little bit. If we go to our director, and I want my Secret Service director. Okay, she does not have a shadow spy. Let's play a strat on her. And I want to give you a shadow spy.
Understood.
Then, not balcony fall. No. Oh, covert ops. Right. Not covert ops. Major? Full security breach. All right, we're gonna just play this right away before I forget. So, on him, obviously. Okay, so difficulty is 15. I don't think it's actually 15. It's modified by a bunch of stuff. But we have a 1d100 plus 159. Go.
Understood.
Yes, sir. Difficulty based on zone security is 0. Difficulty is multiplied by 0.5 due to the nature. Difficulty is increased by 50. Wow, it was 15. What the heck? Okay. Covert Ops skill roll 239. Other Rush was not having any of this bunk. He was like, no. Full security breach. We got 139 spies. So what did we average out? 4 spies would be 128. So we averaged about 4 spies per zone. I feel like that's a pretty powerful card. Especially now, apparently he has no zone security. That seems very weird to me. Zone security quality of life is 0. Just for reference, let's look at one of my places. Security quality of life is 100. So I don't know how he has 0. Has he literally not built any security? He has some, like customs is security. That's it though. So maybe on average he has 0. It's like rounding down. That was definitely worth the PP cost. But that is going to be it for today. I wanted to make sure our turn processed, and I wanted to make sure we did that before I forgot, and we were going to need to make our save there. We're over 3 hours, and my voice is absolutely shot. I don't know what I did on Friday, but I killed my voice. I'm still healing. Hopefully that didn't come through too badly tonight. As always, don't forget to leave a like if you haven't. That tells YouTube that people that have great taste in games like you might also enjoy this game, and that's how YouTube tries it out to new people. If you're not subscribed, I hope I've earned your subscription. After a couple bumpy days after a really good run, we finally broke 7,900. So we are well on our road to that 10K goal by November 30th, the channel 3-year anniversary. So hopefully we can keep up the momentum there. If you want to continue to support the channel, you can always join me live for a super chat. Leave a super thanks on a video or VOD that you enjoyed. Check out the channel memberships. That does get you early access to things I'm working on. At the moment, that's got some Heroes of Might and Magic old era, and it's got the first few episodes of Spin Mortality, a kind of weird like cyberpunk management game. More of that's kind of on the back burner, coming slowly as I finish other projects. Of course, more to come there. If you just want to leave a tip, there's a Patreon linked in the channel info. I also have a Discord that you're welcome to join, and we chat about games, and cool people like Droog help save our campaign by making the file turn roll over. So hop on in, share some memes, good times. Destroyed by that roll, yeah, no kidding, no kidding. All right, I'm so happy that we get to continue. So we will be back on Wednesday. We're gonna play this one through to the end. So I don't think it's actually gonna take us that long. I would expect we'd probably finish this weekend. Before we finish final screen, oh boy, we have caught up. We're only 8.7 points behind. We are rapidly approaching him. Now do remember, we still have to be 25 points ahead of him to win. So we are gonna have to fight him. There's no two ways about it, but that'll be for next time. All right, builders, have a good one. I will see you hopefully on Wednesday. Check that Heroes of Might and Magic video that comes out tomorrow morning if you already haven't. And I will see you there. Babel out.